Hello and welcome to episode 5 of our Timberborn update to Let's Play with the Iron Teeth. We are just a moment away from the start of the drought here in cycle 9, and I think we're in a pretty good position after some of the fixes and improvements we made in the last episode. I want to thank everybody for the support and the encouragement. Last week, got a little bit sick. People in the family have been sick, but I think we're all good now. Just had to miss a couple days to take care of some real life stuff, and I am glad to be back with another episode here. So we're going to go ahead and get right started. Make sure this is at the maximum height. It sure is. So water's going to stop flowing. We're going to lose all of our power here. So we'll go ahead and pause all of these, just so we can have our access to all of our workers without having to worry about everything else. And let's take a quick survey of where we are, because it has been a little while since we've actually made a video here. So last episode we fixed some of the stuff with the breeding pods, and we added a bunch of stuff here and cleaned up a few things, added a little bit of organization to our farming setup, and took care of some more production for different food related things. And a couple of you have had some pretty good feedback and inputs here, chiefly that we should probably be prioritizing planting for all of our farmhouses, just because we want to make sure we're actually planting the food and they're going to gather as they're able. So we're going to make sure we have that set right here, because previously they were all set to prioritize harvesting, gathering, whatever this game wants to call it. And I think that could have contributed to some of our food problems. But now we have so much food, we're actually doing pretty well. And I don't think there's really anything else we need to be fixing right at this very moment. A couple of you mentioned stuff about the breeding pods, specifically that these seem to be mostly synced up. 5 of these specifically are synced up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pause 2 of these. Go ahead and put us in triple speed mode. We're going to go ahead and pause 2 of these so we can kind of stagger these, because as it stands now, it looks like 5 of these. Actually, we'll pause 3. Looks like 5 of these were set to go at the same time, which means we have 5 beavers that get born at the same time and die at the same time, with a population of just under, well, I guess at 50 now. That's a lot. That's 10% turnover every single time you get a new set of beavers in here. So you know that's a lot to deal with all at once. So we are going to try and keep an eye on this, make sure we get a little bit more staggered out, and start adding more of these as we go along. We're going to want to keep an eye on our berries, although we are slowly building up our capacity there. So that's looking fine. And someone mentioned that we need to be maintaining carrots as a food source because they increase the longevity of the beavers, which is something I actually did not know. So thank you for pointing that out. We also need to be doing more campfires, because campfires, I guess, cause beavers to grow up quicker, which I also didn't know. You know, you learn something new every day, so that's all sorts of fun. We're going to keep adding more of that kind of stuff. Just have to find a good place to put it, because there's only so many places you can put this kind of thing, you know? You have to put it on the ground, so we actually need a completely open space, which is a little hard to come by on this map presently. It needs to be completely open, so I think really the only other spot to put it would be right about here, but this is kind of prime real estate. So I'm a little hesitant to put it here, but I also don't think it's going to be that big of a deal if I do anyway, so we'll just go ahead and put that there. Someone mentioned you should put some more water over by the barracks. We have this right here, and we have that right there, so I think we're probably okay on that front. As soon as they wake up, they can get their morning drink, then get their bedtime drink before they go to bed, and just make sure these are prioritized. Well, we don't have any. Well, we have one hauler, because we have our different jobs, what's the word I'm looking for? Prioritized. So really, I think the best thing for us now is just to keep an eye on the things as they develop and grow in smart and efficient ways, and not try to go too quickly, because I guess the Iron Teeth are pretty different in that regard from the folktales, in that you can't just build, and expect them to catch up immediately, because they have to breed with these things. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. See, as far as other food stuff is concerned, we probably should be planting more carrots, so as these things keep going. I think we're going to prioritize a little bit more space to carrots. We don't need quite as much wheat. But this is 84, 83% of the way there. So I think we're going to let this stuff go a little bit longer. I will clear that planting area. Can they not harvest this stuff? No, they can harvest it. They just haven't yet. Okay. Why? Why is that? Yeah, they can definitely get to it. Guess they just haven't had the time yet. Because they're so busy planting stuff. I guess they're prioritizing the potatoes? Oh, I actually haven't prioritized anything. So if I were to prioritize the wheat, is one of these guys going to come over here and get this, or what? No? Huh. Okay, that's kind of a strange problem to have, but so I guess we'll just kind of ignore that for now. Again, we're not hurting for wheat. We have almost 1,700, so I think we're gonna be okay. Not worried about it. We've got good food storage, we've got good water storage, we have good wood storage. Right now we're just kind of limited based on the availability of our power and also of our birthing system. So I think we've probably paused these long enough. Pause one of these long enough. I will unpause. And now these two are connected and these two are most... yeah. So I think once this one, I guess, finishes breeding, we'll turn these other two on. And that should be... Or maybe I'll just turn one of them on. Try to get a little bit better at this. Are we harvesting any of this? Okay, good. So I guess we'll go ahead and just slowly get these changed over. I do like that you can unplant, or you can tell them to not replant specific things. That seems to be a pretty helpful thing. I don't know why they haven't gotten this. I guess they're just kind of slow getting over there. Maybe it isn't a super big priority for them. We probably at this point have enough going on over here to warrant putting in another farmhouse. We'll come back to that. We do we have a tapper shack yet, or have we not researched that? No, because we needed 500 science, and we didn't have 500 science. Okay. Alright, we need to deplant. No, I need to click the correct thing. Okay, no, absolutely not. We're going to get rid of you. I think I successfully deplanted all of this, but we're going to check again just to make sure. So we really need... we have our gather flag, so I guess we're probably... Yeah, we got berries, we got dandelions. And we should have... Yeah, me too. Are these... No, this is... Yeah, we're saving those. Maybe I should put one over here as soon as it's done. In fact, I probably need to be putting... Oh, we have so many stinking potatoes, I could probably just put it right here. But we definitely need a tapper shack. And I think we should get one in a little bit of time because we are at 433 science. Boy, am I glad these things have the long straws to suck up all the water, because if this were a folktales thing, we would be about, well, drought's over anyway. We'd be about half a day from not having any water get sucked up. But we're getting through droughts just fine as it is now. Okay, yeah, we'll turn this one back on. Okay, that helps a little bit. We'll wait a little while to turn this guy on. Should be okay. Yeah. There's no major problems right now. We just really need to figure out a way to get our production back and going. We have 396 planks, 94 gears. We probably could be doing more metal. I think it's probably the thing. Metal and our grist mill needs to be going. We don't really have a whole lot of beavers to work on our production areas quite yet. So, unfortunately, we do have to wait for that. In the meantime, I believe... Well, I was kind of hoping these guys would get a little bit more done. Now, why does this say it's blocked? The medical bed isn't connected by paths. Did I do a dumb? I did. Okay. Yeah, I think someone actually mentioned this in the comments and I've just completely ignored them until now. So if that's you, I'm sorry. We're fixing that right now. I cannot believe it took me that long to get it figured out, but I do apologize for not doing that until now. I don't want to spend 500 science to unlock this beaver statue, but we will as soon as we have the spare science. We do have our 500 now, so let's go ahead and get our tapper shack. 500 science points, and we're going to put it... Oh yeah, this is going to fit all of this. We're going to put this... Okay, we're going to have to remove these things right here. We'll put it right there, and it can get all of these trees. And we will collect all of our pine resin. And I don't think I have any maples over here, because those are birches. We should probably replace those with maples. Yeah. Okay, we'll get that done. Okay, these are set to cut. So I guess they need to get cut. So if we have... These are all set to be cut. Let's save these and just harvest the sap. Or the resin, I'm sorry. You want to be technical about it. Harvest the resin from these things. And we'll put some more carrots down. And then I think... Okay, we can actually... We have so many potatoes, we can afford to get rid of some of these. Get rid of some of these potatoes, put in another farmhouse. As soon as they're all done. And let's hope we get some more beavers born relatively quickly here. Let's go back and see if we can unpause. Okay, we'll wait a little bit longer and unpause this guy. And again, it's not going to be perfect, but this will be a big improvement in our staggering here. Once this is done, that should be the furthest one along. It should be that one, that one. Those two are the same. That one's a little behind. This might actually be okay right now. We'll just go ahead and turn it back on because we do need them to be producing beavers. Okay. Alright, we have enough space here for our farmhouse. I think we can go ahead. Yeah, it's already low priority. That's probably fine. We just need more beavers. That's what it boils down to. I'm going to pause the builder's hut because we're not currently really building that much. And we have our two guys right here. Does that get anybody in the farmhouse? It does not. It doesn't get them here either. So let's check out our... That's housing. Click the wrong tab. Okay, so we have no workers in the builder's hut. That's by design. This farmhouse is not full. This gatherer flag is not full. We can probably... Okay, we need that one. I think we can pause one of these. It's probably okay. Gear workshops are not occupied. The grills are not all occupied. Calling posts, that's by design. Inventors, lumber mills aren't turned on. Lumberjack flags, we still don't have enough. You know, actually, instead of pausing these, what was it that I paused? The gatherer flag? We'll just deprioritize that one. And we'll just deprioritize that. I think that's probably a little bit better of a strategy anyway, to do all of that. So, let's see, metal is going well. I'm sure I'm going to remember momentarily, but there was something we needed to do with the metal. I think it was, yeah, the engine with 400. We have the entire rest of the wet season to get another 300 science points so we can unlock the engine and then use it to power our stuff during the drought. We have plenty of wood for the size of our settlement right now. I'm not worried about running out. But in the interest of future-proofing things, and because there's not really that much else to do presently, I'm going to go ahead and build another one of these bad boys right here. Yep, we'll just go ahead and set that up. I believe it's the way I did the others. I think we can actually, if we have this, okay, I'll tell you what. We'll get rid of this, keep this whole thing, another stack like that, because we can then have this actually connect to something else over here. We can think laterally in the way that our town is constructed here. And then maybe have this serve another purpose by coming out over here on the same level as this. Have this all connected. Maybe have this come out here. It might actually be a smart idea. So I think I can get away with doing that. And then we'll have that connect there. I don't know, I just like to kind of keep things at the forefront of the mind as we go about designing some stuff. Because then we can put something in here that's going to require some higher access eventually. Actually, I think if we put in the barracks here, that should actually be the perfect height to stack another one on top. And then have that connect. See? I'm smart sometimes. Sometimes. Alright. These are looking a lot better. Not perfect still, but that is a substantial improvement over our previous problems here. Still don't have enough beavers to work all this. How is our tapper shack? Still not done? We'll go ahead and get him going. We just need more beavers. It's probably also time to consider putting in another row of our things right here. We have plenty of berries. Don't worry. Getting rid of 3 bushes is not going to do anything bad. We will be fine. Just put 3 more of these. A couple people in the comments have said that you need one of these for about every 10 population to sustain. And we're trying to grow. So if we had a 6 for a population of about 50, we're going to grow a little bit, but we really need to be growing a little quicker than that. So I'll go ahead and pause, because they can't even build this one quite yet. I think they only do these during leisure time. So we'll see how that ends up popping up. We'll gradually open these up. Just wanted to go ahead and get those built first. I think we can probably also safely unpause the construction of all these warehouses, because then that's going to give us another one of these rooftop terraces as well, which will be very nice. So I think when we get around to building the next industrial log pile here, then that will connect to, yes, that'll connect to the top of the 3rd level of these once we get there. I'm going to try and see just how obnoxious I can make this whole housing complex here. Why? I don't really have a reason. I just think it's kind of fun. I probably should. Okay, no, that could still connect there, so that's going to be okay. I'm just trying to do some big brain thinking. You'll have to excuse me. I I think we still... No, I'll tell you what we'll do. Turn this into that, that into that. Do this again. I'm sorry if this seems like it's kind of dumb, but this does preserve our lateral movement ability here. Because we now have, on the same level as... I guess I don't need to go back under here, so that's not going to be a problem. We now have right here, on the same level as the top of these barracks, path built in there, for once we are able to keep things going this way. So, you know, future planning is always a good idea. Because we do need more. Presently are in need of more, so I'm not going to spend the science to unlock these just yet. We want to get the engines first. So let's put another big tall stack right here. And I believe we can just go ahead and build another layer of our thing right here. And make sure this connects appropriately. Looks like that's going to be good. I don't know, on this side we probably are going to need another connection. So I'm kind of tempted to just put this in like this, coming off of this end right here. Just go straight up a set of stairs. That I think will more or less minimize the travel to get up here. And also connects everything on this end nicely. It's going to be a while before they get all that built anyway, so I don't think we need to really worry about that at this exact moment in time. Looks like stuff is going well. What's unconnected? Okay, this thing, because they haven't finished building. That is okay and expected. Okay, looking good. We will unpause momentarily this last one and hopefully get a little closer to having a better population here. Our beavers are going to take a long time to build because we have turned off our builder's hut, but that's because we're trying to get other stuff done. I think we still have enough gears and enough planks. The metal is important because as soon as we have our 400 science, we do want to make sure we research the engine and build a couple of those. That's really, really going to help us as we look to expand enough to finally get off this little terrace. I know we have our little farms over here, but we're trying to do some more serious stuff over here, and it's going to take a while for us to get there. So we want to make sure we're taking advantage of every opportunity we have. Aquatic farmhouses seem to be doing just fine. Yep, no complaints there. We just still don't have enough going on for our workplaces. We're getting there. It's a very slow progress. I think now they should be okay. We've got three synced up. I'm going to keep this one paused for a little bit. I don't think I want 3 synced up at the exact same time. Of course, they can't build these until all this is done. So, we will get there. Let's check these again. Wait a little bit more, and then I think we can turn this on. Okay. We'll finally turn that one on. Should be in good shape. We just need more beavers. Everything else is pretty much good to go. Why does this say we have 45 free beds? Oh, I misread what that thing was. We actually didn't need to build a third level of a barracks right now, which is, you know, whatever. But these are they only take logs, and we have tons of logs, so I'm not worried about building those early. I do think we're going to have to reopen some of these plank factories here. We got a drought coming. Oh, we have our 400 science. I completely missed it. We're going to research our engines, and I think we have a conundrum here. So I guess I can. Well, we only really need one anyway right now. We can put the rest of these somewhere else. So I am going to go ahead and put in one engine right here. We'll build this guy. And then I think, just for the sake of future-proofing, we'll do some of these. And then we'll connect this up right here. Now I can already hear you saying, hey, there's not a log storage over here. You're correct, there's not. Because I haven't put one in yet. And that's something I've got to do pretty quick. I think I can put in some stairs here. No, I need to move that back one. Maybe back two. There's a reason for this, I promise. Okay, so we'll put the stairs here. Put this here. I can hear you complaining now that this is a bad design, and no, I don't care, because this is going to be just for logs for the engine. And again, we have them going down through the water to get that wet fur bonus to productivity, and they will get to this whenever they have the chance. I guess we can go ahead and prioritize the engine and its associated items here. There we go. Get them to build all that first, and then we should be good to go through most of the drought. And the demand is not going to be so high that we need a second one, but it'll be good to have that ready to go just in case. So why is this saying... Oh, the building's full. That's what it is. All right. Well, I can live with that. A couple of you have said, hey, we need to make sure we prioritize food storage near the stuff. Well, all the storage is right here, so we're not really worried about that right now. We will be, as we expand, especially into this area that I want to turn into industrial stuff over here, we're going to try and be a little bit more organized there than we were last time around. So we will we'll get there when we get there. Right now we still don't even have enough beavers to really actually do anything. We're still slowly catching up. I actually didn't even check to see. Oh, we are dangerously close. Dangerously close to this being not able to really connect to anything over here. I actually don't know where I was planning on having this connect in the first place. Probably needed to have it connect over here. Do we have our engine yet? No? We're getting there. They just have to get these metal blocks. But it shouldn't be too long. Because our water over here has already stopped turning everything. And there we go. There we go. Have an engine ready to go. It's getting loaded up with logs. And they're going to get these things ready. So we can start going with that. And then all of this log storage will come in due time. We have so many logs stored, I think we're going to be just fine. Now, how are we looking over here? These guys are doing their thing. They got pine resin. So we're actually in good shape. I was going to turn these into maples, so we can get syrup. And I think to do that, I'm just going to kind of kill this whole little bit of our trees here, our birch trees, because we don't need them. We have so much wood. We have an unbelievable amount of wood as it is. And I think we're going to be okay. Get this done, and now our engine is turning. Does it make a fun noise? Not really. Okay. But we can have our industry going, which is good. Making good progress. Our berry reserves are still looking good. Water reserves are looking good. Probably now can put in... I think it's probably time to replace this with a large water tank. Unless I can put... No. Can I put a triple over it? No. No, 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 no. Don't build that. Don't build that. Alright. Just somebody get these last 3 droplets of water out of here. And we'll put a large tank in. Alright, there's 2. There's 1. Come on. Come on. And we're done. Okay. So come back on over here to the large water tank. I guess I should put it this way, even though that's going to make kind of an ugly path. Doesn't matter. That will be a good addition over there. We can't do that over here because we have our campfire, and that's fine. We'll be in good shape regardless. We only have 7 vacancies. We haven't even turned any of these on yet, so we really need some more. Gather of flags. Those are deprioritized. That's fine. We have plenty of berries stored up. We're making plenty of food. We still have more wheat than we can really do anything with. So honestly, I don't think we even need to have this wheat planted over here. We can make this into something else entirely. So I'm going to clear that planting area. As soon as that's all grown, then that can be used for something else. We got a lot of potatoes, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of these, well, one of these rows of potatoes at least. And this can be more production coming down this way. So as of now, we have 2 gear workshops. We have, I think, 6 lumber mills. We haven't been making paper yet. And paper mills are one of those buildings that's kind of weirdly shaped. You got to figure out some better way of utilizing that space, and I think we're going to have to get a little creative with there. But we do need paper to make the explosives. And then to make books, of course, eventually. Wood workshop is not going to come for a while, but we are accumulating the resin anyway. So we have 250 science points, so I want to research paper mills. Okay, I don't have mine to do anything with yet. Gravity batteries. Gravity batteries might be the next smart thing we do, is wait to research those, because we have an incredible opportunity here to get some insane amounts of power generated by putting batteries on top of these things. And I can't remember who it is that said in the comments, but somebody said, hey, you should build a couple stacks of these barracks over here and then put gravity batteries on the top of those, because that's going to make a whole lot of power. And I thought that would be a fun idea. So what we're going to do is get these built, and then I think we should be able to still have enough path to put another level on top of here, and then get our guys going. Again, we are super future-proofing with this, but we'll get those guys put up there, and then, well, we haven't researched dynamite yet, but we're going to get there eventually. And we'll get this all blown up. But I think... Oh, we're so close. I want to do this so bad, you have no idea. And then I think we can just put in a big old power shaft going all the way down here. Just step this down a whole lot. And this will store a ton of power if we have, I think these are 2 wide. So we could get, what is this, 5, that's 15. That's going to be, math is hard. I took a music major, math kids. It was basically Algebra 1 from high school, and that was 12 years ago. So math is not my strong suit. It's going to be a lot of power. We'll just say that. It's good to know that we're still operating these things. But I think we're going to have to turn one of these back on, just we keep making some gears. And I think we'll worry about the paper later. But man, can you just imagine having batteries go all the way down here? I don't even know what the theoretical max storage on a battery is, but this is going to be, it's going to be something. It's going to be quite the sight to behold. Probably going to be pretty hideous if we're being honest with each other. But, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. Why are these guys complaining they have no food? There is so much food. I guess they just don't have a convenient way to go get food. So we might actually want to have over here somewhere another small storage with just different types of food. Might be a smart idea. I think someone might have even mentioned that, to put the farms on top of some small storages. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go ahead and clear all this. We'll put in carrots. We'll put in grilled potatoes. I think the only thing we're grilling now is potatoes and spatterdock. Oh, chestnuts and spatterdock. Okay. Then we have our bakeries making bread. So we'll just do some carrots. We'll do grilled potatoes, grilled chestnuts, and grilled spatterdock. We'll stock, say, 50 of each in here. And we'll call this a little refreshment station. That could just be a whole bunch of food. And that will get our guys going. Give them a place to refuel that is not all the way over here. They still haven't built this water tank. We're waiting on... Oh, did I prioritize something else? I guess I must have. Yeah, they're still working on this. It doesn't matter. We have tons of water anyway. So we're in good shape. We're down to only 3 vacancies now, which is good. Means we are producing beavers at a nice clip. No complaints from me over there. Pine resin, I guess, is being put in warehouses, which is good. I guess instead of planting more maples down here, even though we are going to need them eventually, we should probably... Okay, these are chestnuts. These are the maples. I need to make sure some of these maples are not going to be cut. That's right. I was going to put Tapper House. We'll put that right there eventually. Actually, you know what? No. We don't need to wait. We have so many logs and so many trees growing up. We're just going to unmark those for cutting and make these into the maple syrup generators, and we'll put our Tapper House right there. I think that's going to be a smart idea. If you have any other ideas, feel free to leave in the comments. I always accept different ideas and constructive criticisms and things, because that's how you get better at stuff. You solicit the opinions of your peers, and you guys are my peers. Let's see, industrial log pile looking good. So this theoretically should just fuel the engine. We actually don't need this right now. So we're gonna just make this lowest priority. I don't know why this guy is still sitting here, because the supply actually lasts pretty long. So I think we're probably okay just to kind of ignore this for the most part, especially during the wet season. We are very close to filling all of our open positions, and then we can start opening more. Okay, they filled it full of carrots immediately. Why? I only desired 50. So you should not have put that many carrots in there. But hopefully this ends up working out. It's just an idea I had. Like if a guy's hungry, you can just go get some food, but I guess they're ignoring this. Okay, well, whatever. We needed storage anyway, so it's not like that's a big loss. I could always just be doing it wrong, you know. Okay, this is looking good. I think we're doing okay. We keep having more and more wheat. We really don't need any more. If anything, we should be focusing more on production. But we just don't have the bodies for it. The eternal problems we have with this, huh? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just plant these as maples. Just go get that started. Did I not tell them to get rid of this? No. Alright, somebody come get this little tiny tree. There you go. Good job. And I didn't tell them to get this either. Well, we'll just go ahead and get our maples planting here. Make sure these guys can reach all of this. Looks like they can. I'm going to remove all of this from cutting. We're just going to use this for syrup. And as soon as they're done with that, we'll fill the rest of that with maples. Okie dokie. Almost. How am I missing all these? Boy, that's annoying. Okay. Come get this one little tree. Thank you. I guess I didn't need to mark that one, but that's fine. Okay. So that's all good to go. They'll be able to get all of that squared away. Cool. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put in... Okay, we made that only for farm stuff. I'm going to put in a storage over here. Oh, I kind of missed a good spot to put that, but that's fine. We will survive anyhow. They're not getting any of this wheat over here. Well, I'm not really worried about it. We don't need that wheat much anyway. But the idea is I want to have my stuff stored near where it's actually produced. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put here. We'll make this a large warehouse and just fill it full of different tree-related things. Yeah, we've got the resources to do that. This should last us quite a long time. Then we'll go ahead and disallow everything except, scroll down here, maple syrup and pine resin. Yeah, that'll work. I guess I can change this to 500 apiece. And that should give us a nice storage of all of our different tree-related things once we are in the middle of collecting everything. So that's going to be probably only paying off in a future video, but that's okay. We will do our best anyway. We really don't need this running. I don't know why. Oh, I guess they're actually demanding 740, so maybe it's a good thing it's running. We have beavers who are unemployed for the first time in a very long time. So we'll go ahead and immediately turn all of this on. They can get to work. Still have a ton of carrots in here. Okay, well, it is what it is. Not everything can be perfect. Still pretty happy with it. Alright, we have quite a bit of this stuff now. We're going to unlock our gravity batteries. And we're going to... Yes. Oh, this is going to be glorious. Okay. We have enough metal to build... Yeah. 6 of these bad boys. Let's call it 7, and then we'll plan on building another stack of things here. Is this excessive? Yes. Do I care? No. Oh, I really am gonna love playing with these guys. We are now gonna have, count them, 9. I think I can count correctly. Yeah, 9 of these bad boys. That is 9, right? Yeah. And it's not going to tell me how much power it's going to generate, but man, or power stored, rather, that's going to be something else. Let me tell you. Oh, look at this absolute monstrosity. It's hideous. I love it. Oh, no. We've created a monster is what we've done. We'll go ahead and... oh, my. We'll let these guys get to work. We need to add our additional level of our paths here. God, what have I done? I have created something truly unholy here. Alright, I gotta figure out a way to... What am I gonna put in here? I guess I could put more barracks in, but we really are not gonna need any more of those. So what if we just did... What if we just did storage? Is that too boring? Just stack up a whole bunch of storage? I'm not going to have any access to the second floor of these things, so maybe that doesn't, no, I could build some, second story storage in here. If I put this in the correct location. Yeah, that's going to work. Oh, except not right there. Not right there. What? Does this connect right here at all? We're just kind of making a mess over here. This is what we're doing. I wish these were kind of a two-story deal. Wonder. No, that's the same problem over there. See if I can... Okay, let's deactivate some of these layers and think here. Okay. I think if I do this, I'll be able to connect to something. We should still be able to save this. But I'm going to have to do this a little differently. We'll just have to make this a single stack all the way up again. So I think this has to be, yeah, that will be connected out like that, and then put this in going this way. Then that can go that way. This can go this way. Actually, no, I didn't want that to go that way. I wanted this to... No, I guess we did want that to go that way. Because then this can go... God, I'm sure this looks utterly insane right now. Really dumb decision making. But then this can come around here. Yes. Okay. And then I can just double stack this whole thing. Just make a really hideous staircase. I'm good at that. This is like a Soviet-era apartment block. It's awful. Functional, but hideous. Very utilitarian. Just the way the Iron Teeth probably like it. And we even managed to make a good utility of some dead space here. So, you know, that's progress. Nobody's perfect, but if you're smart, you can get pretty close. Alright, now I have to connect some of these. God, this field of view is terrible. I gotta find a mod that'll let me fix this. Okay, so this is connected. This one is not connected because that connects to this path. So this path has to come out. I'm going to have to demolish. All right. Bear with me here. This is just the problem I find myself in right here. Okay. So if I come in, can't go that way. This is extremely ugly, and I'm sorry. But there's really no better way to go about this. Can I get away with... I think I'm going to have to do this way. I know this looks really stupid. Just bear with me. This might look like spaghetti, but it's good spaghetti, right? We just need to make sure people can get in here. It doesn't have to be the best possible path, because I get the feeling these are probably going to fill up and most of the stuff's not going to get touched anyway. But I hate looking at these things. So which other ones are not connected? We've got... That's not connected. That's going to get fixed as soon as we build this other ugly thing. But that's the only one. That's not connected. That's not connected. Why is that not... Do I not have a path going all the way down here? Am I that dumb? Okay. Oh, wow, that's so easy to fix. Okay. That should connect all the way now. Yes, this is beautiful. Looks like that's good. Okay. I think that's all we had to do for that. My, look how the time flies. We're already 53 minutes in. Okay, well, we're not getting everything done quite yet, but we're looking good. We are making excellent progress. I guess we still have the perfect number of, Oh, they haven't fixed this yet. Okay. They're going to take their sweet time doing that. So I'm sure this won't be even remotely finished until the next episode. But the reason we had to take care of that was so that once this is done, we had to get a staircase up to the top of all of this, which is going to require a very dumb staircase, which is going to require a very tall set of scaffolding. Oh, that's actually not going to work. Oh, we'll just retcon that real quick. You didn't see me try that. Because I didn't want to build on top of this. But I guess I have to... do that. So I need to be able to get up here to build these things. I guess I could just make another loop of this staircase if I have... Oh, I've got the leeway to do that. And once this is fully built, that should help that as well. So we're just making all sorts of really stupid decisions here. But I get the feeling that's what some of you are coming here for anyway, so... Oh, yes, sirree. We are trying our absolute best. And we're getting that signal for the drought, which means that we are once again out of time for today's episode. We're going to just make sure that we are all connected up here. This utter monstrosity is going to have to be finished in the next episode. But yeah, we're looking quite nice indeed. And I think we've got a lot of progress to be proud of here. You know, little incremental improvements in places like this, but we're storing our, well, we don't have any maple syrup yet. We're storing our pine resin, and we will eventually have maple syrup when these grow up. We've got, our water is still looking fine. Our food is looking fantastic. This is slowly equalizing out, kind of, which is good progress. Our production is looking good. We're going to continue to make improvements to this as we go. That's going to be next episode, probably focusing more on that. And boy, do we have a disaster of a megalith right here, which we're going to have to keep working on in a future episode. But it is just so exciting to see this start to come together and lay the foundation for some truly incredible beaver building over here. This is just so hideous. It's so industrial. Reminds me of really functional, but not great looking brutalist architecture. If you like brutalism, I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of the appearance, but I can definitely respect the boldness of the design and the different kind of take it's got on human interaction with buildings. Anyway, that's enough babbling about that. We are only 1.5 days away from a drought here in Beaverburg 3. I guess is, I think, of what I named this town. But yeah, we're in a very, very good place, much better than we were previously. And I think we're on our way to something truly special here. So, again, thank you so much for joining me for these videos. Sorry there was a little bit of a gap, but, you know, real life, got to take care of that stuff. It's always important. So, I appreciate your patience. And I am looking forward to seeing where we can keep going with all of these fun things that we haven't done before here in Timberborn on the Iron Teeth playthrough. So we'll be back at it again soon, maybe tomorrow, with another Iron Teeth video. I got another new game, the one that was supposed to come out this week. We're going to do for next week. Schedule that for Monday. Hopefully I can manage to get that done. We're going to try and do another Ostriv live stream or an Ostriv video, and then, of course, a stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/JCTheBeard if I've got time this week as well. Would love to have you join me over there, but if not, if you just want to be here on YouTube, that is perfectly fine. I appreciate all the support and all of the wonderful comments everybody leaves here. I read every comment, I respond when I can, and I am always, always happy to talk about the game or answer any questions you have, or if you have any suggestions, drop them. I will read them and I'll take them into account if I feel like it's something that's going to help our playthrough. But yeah, that's enough rambling. We're getting close to an hour here, and I try not to make my videos too long. So we will catch you in the next episode. Until then, have a fantastic time. See you later.